ECB won't solve profound debt troubles. Rehn Frankfurt. The European Central Bank must limit the upward thrust in borrowing charges of greater indebted euro sector members, however, will no longer solve their debt issues or let budget concerns dictate financial coverage, ECB policymaker Olli Rehn said on Saturday. In an emergency assembly this week, the ECB determined to direct bond reinvestment to assist nations on the bloc's southern rim, and to devise a new tool to comprise divergence in borrowing expenses. But ECB action will simplest move as a long way as stopping unwarranted market moves and could now not assist international locations in case of profound debt troubles, Rehn, Finland's important financial institution leader, stated at an occasion prepared by way of the Dallas Federal Reserve. We are fully devoted to preventing economic dominance and/or economic dominance. For that, remember, Rehn stated, referring to a scenario whilst economic, now not monetary, concerns dictate relevant financial institution policy. In the case of extra profound structural financial weaknesses and debt sustainability troubles, there may be constantly the choice to prompt outright monetary transactions. OMT, a never-used emergency debt purchase scheme, can most effective be activated if a rustic is taking component in an economic adjustment program, a politically unpopular alternative for the reason that blocks debt disaster a decade in the past. Borrowing fees have risen sharply round the world this 12 months as high inflation is forcing imperative banks to upward push hobby fees to prevent fast charge boom from getting entrenched. Italy, with gross debt of around 150% of GDP, is the various maximum vulnerable in the bloc, and the ECB sprang into motion this week when its 10-year borrowing fee surged, exceeding Germany's by means of 250 basis points. Rehn stated that assist-to-person members will handiest go as far as ensuring that financial policy receives transmitted to all corners of the bloc and inflation is added underneath control. While fiscal monetary interplay is a simple function of policy coordination in a foreign money union like the Eurozone, it cannot be in contradiction with the independence of relevant banks, he stated. The ECB promised hikes in July and September, and said in addition moves also are likely in the combat in opposition to excessive inflation.